Hey everyone. So Spider-Man releases on September 26th in about 2 months, and the pre-release is going to be 1 week before that on September 19th. And I want to take a look at where the price of the play and collector boxes are now, what you can get in the collector box as opposed to the play box, and ultimately whether or not it is worth it to buy a Spider-Man collector booster box. So let me transition here and we're going to take a quick look at the price. So wow, this price, it's sitting at 890 right now. And of course, remember pre-sale and whatnot, the same spiel every single time. Prices are wild. It's going for 890, but there are only 4 listings on TCG Player. But this price shot up since yesterday. I mean, in about, within the last like 10 days, the price had gone down a little bit to about 720. And it just instantly shot up to 890. Really interesting. I think there's a lot of hype for Spider-Man, regardless of what maybe people are talking about online. Some people don't like it because it's a smaller set. Some people don't like it because maybe they don't like Spider-Man. Some people don't really like the aesthetic of being in like a real world New York City and magic. People don't like the fact that like they don't like the art for whatever reason. People will find a reason why not to like it, but I don't think it really matters. This is a universes beyond. This is Spider-Man. This is Marvel. We're in this era of Magic the Gathering collecting where prices just keep going up. And while that has generally been the case for some time for collector boxes, a new phenomenon we're having in Magic is play boxes just going up to really high prices, even after they've decreased the number of packs to 30 from 36. So the Spider-Man play boxes currently are sitting at $200, $198.50. And similar to the collector boxes, they did kind of have a dip down to around like 168, 169. And now they are shooting back up really quickly. And again, this set doesn't even release for almost 2 months. Pre-release is in September 16th. And today, the date of the recording is July 29th. So, yeah, just really wild. Think, I think we could be seeing another Final Fantasy situation in terms of the price. I know there's no way this set is going to be more popular than Final Fantasy, but I think there's a possibility that they don't print as much of this as Final Fantasy. In the recent earnings call, the Hasbro CEO talked about how they had printed, what was it like? They basically essentially just said that they had printed a ton of Final Fantasy, a lot more because they were expecting the demand to be really high, and rightfully so. And again, they didn't even print enough Final Fantasy, but they don't have the time. I don't think they're going to be spending as much time, as much resources printing as much Spider-Man. And I don't think there's going to be as much demand, but we're in this new bull market, even larger bull market of Magic right now. Let's look at Edge of Eternities. I mean, that's an in-universe set. The play boxes are going for like 140 plus, and the collector boxes are like 420, 430. But again, we're still in pre-sale for Edge of Eternities also, so we're really gonna check out, and I'm gonna revisit Edge of Eternity boxes once the release. So let's take a look at collecting Spider-Man. What can we get out of the collector boxes that are special? Now, unlike Edge of Eternities, there actually isn't that much to the collector box. Like, this is a smaller set, so there aren't as many variety of cards. And Edge of Eternity had that bonus sheet, which is the Stellar Sight lands, and then they had the exact same 45 Stellar Sight lands in the poster variant. They had Galaxy foils, regular foils, and everything like that. Now, Spider-Man does not have any of that stuff. So what does it have? Let's take a look. So Spider-Man has, so all of these regular cards you can get in the play boxes. Nothing special about this collector boxes. Let's go down to where the first difference between play and collector box comes in, and that's gonna be like, you can get these lands as well in the play and collector. The only thing I'm not sure of, can you get these in foil? So the lands are available in non-foil and foil in play and collectors, and then you also can get one non-foil, one traditional foil of each in the bundle. and even the 30 card starter decks will have one land. I don't think that's going to be foil. So here we go. Here is the first difference between collector and play for Spider-Man. It is the comic covers. Now, I will admit, like, these are really awesome. I think these are really nice looking. I certainly do want them. But there's only 3 of them. Here, they've revealed 2, and people are trying to speculate and guess what is the third one. I think right now the consensus is that it's probably going to be Venom, but who knows? But that's it. Yep, there are. So you can get one of the 3. These are only available in collector boxes. So you cannot get these variants in the play boxes. I think these are really nice, but will it justify the $900 box price? I highly, highly doubt it. You can just buy the singles if that, in that case. All right. So you have that, right? There are 3 mythic rare iconic cover cards in Spider-Man, each of which is a double-faced legendary creature. You can find the cover cards in traditional foil only inside collector boosters. So they're only going to be in foil, and they're always going to be in English, even if you open a collector box in another language. So if you get a Japanese collector box and you pull one of these, they're going to be in English. So that's pretty good. I like it when they do that. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure these will be very expensive. Depends on how rare they are. I'm pretty sure they're going to be quite expensive, but not going to be $900 each. So yeah, there's that. All right, what else we got? We have this type of special border. Every set has a special border unique to the set, but they're all available in play and collector, so nothing different here. We have these types of comic panel cards. They're also going to be available in both play and collector, so no difference there as well. And then there's the scene cards. You can put them together and they create like a panoramic. Pretty cool. They had that in Lord of the Rings. I never really put them all together, but it seems pretty cool. But again, they're not unique to collector boosters either. You can get these in regular play boosters. And then they have this. This is a large scene. I think this is really cool. Some of the cards are really good, especially this multiversal passage. It's probably one of the best cards shown in the set so far, but not unique to collectors. Again, not unique. So here we go. Here's a difference here. Is these whatever they're calling these cards, but these are like the scene cards. So this large scene you can get in play and collector, right? You can find each of these cards in play and collector boosters. Okay, this scene is a different scene card, and you can see there's like this different symbol here, which means it's not standard legal. You have to get this. You can get this in the collector box, or you can just buy the scene box. They're gonna have a separate scene set, and it's, I don't know, like it's like 6 cards, and they build the scene. They revealed this, like this was the first thing they revealed for Spider-Man a long time ago. And actually, in the collector booster, they're always going to be non-foil, but if you buy the scene box, they're all going to be foil. So if you like the foil ones, well, you can't get them in the collector box. But if you like the non-foil, you cannot get that in the scene box, and you have to open the collector box. Okay, so you can find borderless scene cards in Spider-Man's scene box, featuring 6 borderless traditional foil cards. These cards are also available in non-foil and collector. That's it. There you have it. I hope you enjoyed. There's not much nuance. There's nothing special. So to recap, there's literally only 2 things that you can get in the collector box that is not available in play box. It is one of the 3 mythic cover cards, which are 2 of them are here. They are very cool. Not going to be worth $900. I don't think so. And you can get these scene cards in non-foil. If you like non-foil, well, you can get that in collector boxes. But realistically, any of those cards that you actually want from the collector box, you're highly better off just buying the singles. So unless I'm missing something, and please tell me if I am, there's no point. You can get the art card, right? They removed the art cards from every set from play boosters, and you can only get art cards in collector booster. Art cards were basically worthless before. Will they be worth something now? I mean, I'm sure they'll be worth a little more just because of the scarcity, but they're not going to be worth anything. I mean, maybe every once in a while you'll have a very special or very highly desirable art card, but 99% of the time the art cards are going to be worthless. So, yeah, I mean, that's it. Okay, let's take a look right here. So you get 5 foil commons, 4 foil uncommons, 1 foil basic land. It's going to be one of those spider web lands. 1 foil mythic or rare, 2 non-foil booster fun rare or mythic cards, 1 MAR card, and 1 traditional foil booster fun rare or mythic rare. And the MAR cards are, just to clarify, I think that's those like the spider symbol cards. No, it's a Marvel expansion symbol. So that is the only question mark we have. What is, because I don't know if they've shown any of the Marvel expansion cards. That's gonna be very interesting. Now, can we get these Marvel expansion cards in a play booster? Yes, you can. So 0 to 1. I don't think they've given the percentages. So it looks like in every collector pack, you're guaranteed 1 Marvel expansion card. And in the play packs, it's 0 to 1. So we're gonna have to revisit this and see what these Marvel expansion cards are. Let me know if you know what they are, if you've seen them, if they spoiled them somewhere else and I missed it. But so without these Marvel cards being really incredible and also very rare in the play boosters, I'm going to say it is not worth buying a Spider-Man collector box. Now, if you want to buy it to hold it for the long term and hope that the price appreciates, I think it will certainly do that. Okay, just like basically all collector products, collector boxes of Magic the Gathering do. Obviously, we don't know how fast it'll increase, how much it'll increase, and when, right? But we can fairly certainly say over time, given enough time, it will go up, right? So if you want to do that, nothing's stopping you. I think that's a fine reason why you buy this. But if you're going to crack these packs, that is a huge waste of money. I highly recommend against buying and opening Spider-Man collector boosters. There's your warning from me. Let me know what your plan is. What do you think? And yeah, what are you gonna do? And what are these Marvel expansion cards? Maybe they're really good. Even if they are, it's probably still worth buying the singles, as it always is. All right, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you later.